I'm going to be answering some of the most frequently asked questions. You ask me questions on Instagram, on YouTube as well. The number one question that was asked was around motivation. And because so many people asked that question, I'm going to do a whole video on the topic to give you step-by-step tips. The most popular question that was asked on YouTube was asked by Jessie. Jessie asks, is it possible to reduce weight without diet and by only exercising? P.S. How do you always look so beautiful? Says, oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Yes, it is possible to lose weight with only exercise and not doing any dieting at all. However, there are some terms and conditions. This is how this works. First of all, in order to lose weight without doing any dieting, the exercise routine has to make sense for the person's goals. For example, if somebody's trying to lose weight, but they are going to do a lot of heavy squats and deadlifts and things like that, those exercises are great, but they're not the most effective exercises for someone whose primary goal is specifically weight loss. So the exercises, first of all, have to make sense. Second, they have to be done in sufficient volume. You have to be doing enough of the right exercises in order to see results. A lot of people will tell you that diet is the most important thing. Diet is important. Exercise is also important. Saying that diet is more important than exercise is almost like saying that your lungs are more important than your heart. Both of them are important. As long as you're not eating worse than you normally eat. If you increase your exercise intensity, duration, and volume, you will lose weight. However, if you start eating worse because you're exercising more, you will not lose weight. The second most popular question that was asked on YouTube is from Chelsea Rodriguez, and she asked, workouts while on your period that help with cramps. I would recommend something more along the lines of rehabilitation, like stretches or yoga. Personally, if I have cramps, I don't look to exercise as the solution. I take medicine. And if I don't want to take medicine, I actually have this bag that is full of rice. It was something that my doctor put me onto when I was pregnant, and I just put this in the microwave. I heat it up for about 3 minutes. It gets really warm. I put it on my belly and it really helps to soothe me and helps me fall asleep. I know some people can do the same thing with hot water bottles, but I'm not trying to mess around with hot water coming out of the bottle into the bed. Jose Larson says, how do you grow your butt quick without equipment at home? I'm assuming you don't want to use an exercise program, because if you wanted to use an exercise program, you would just follow the instructions in the programs. If you're DIYing growing your booty at home, the first thing I'm going to say is make sure that you're consuming enough protein. The bodybuilding bros have traditionally recommended a gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 130 pounds, then the bros recommend you eat 130 grams of protein, which is a lot of protein for a 130-pound woman. So you're going to have to experiment with this and find what works for you. But the main gist of this is to consume more protein than you normally would. You need to also slightly increase your calories to be in a calorie surplus. 300 to 500 calories is quite a bit of a surplus to be able to see results. With your exercises, you want to make sure that you're doing glute isolation exercises, things like glute bridges and so on and so forth. And you want to make sure that you are training at enough volume and intensity. It's okay to start with body weight exercises, but after some time, it's a good idea to add in some weights into that. Dumbbells can be really good for your glute bridges to put on your hip as you're doing them to help you get results. If you do those two things, you will start to see results. People will notice the results. Now, if you now want to take things to the next level, then I would recommend you progress till you're going to the gym and then lifting heavier weights at the gym and eating, and of course, being very careful that you don't hurt yourself. I've been seeing so many Instagram models coming back and saying that they've injuries from training incorrectly. It's really stressing me out. I love the gym. I recommend the gym. I just don't want anyone getting hurt. Sophia asks if you are really flat, like flat as a wall. Sophia, girl! How can you get a big butt and what workouts would you recommend? I have 3 videos all about this topic. So watch my series on mistakes that can give you a small butt, and also my home workout mistake with a focus on the butt, and all those tips in those videos are the answer to your question. Healthier snack options for a sweet tooth. Healthy snacks are not as sweet as dulce de leche or Ben & Jerry's or double stuffed Oreos or pies or cake. I will recommend kettle corn popcorn. I would recommend dark chocolate, and I would recommend building your way up. So if you really like milk chocolate or white chocolate, then maybe start with 55% dark, then work your way to 60%, then 65% until you get to the point where you can eat 80% dark chocolate and genuinely enjoy it. Maybe you never will, but maybe you'll get to 72% and love it. I'll also recommend raisins. They're sweet and they're also healthy. I have a liking for double chocolate Cliff Bar brownies. And now they have the small sizes, the minis. So good, because before they only had the big ones that were 250 calories, but now that they have the smaller ones in the 100-calorie packs. Okay, so I've answered a lot of questions off of YouTube. I'm gonna move on to Instagram and answer a lot of the questions I found there as well. Just before I answer the Instagram questions, I have to just offer an apology for anyone that has DM'd me. I am not very on top of my DMs on Instagram. I'm trying to do better. I promise I'm not ignoring you. Emily, what are the best things to eat to gain weight in your legs but not your stomach? The best thing you can do if you're trying to gain mass in your legs is to make sure you are training your legs at a level that is appropriate for you. Make sure you're eating enough protein. I already mentioned earlier in the video some guidelines around that. That also applies to you. So that would be the very first thing. The second thing would be to stay away from the sugars. You want to reduce those: white rice, white bread. This is what's going to help you avoid the gaining in the ab area. That being said, if you're trying to gain mass in your legs, you're going to be in a calorie surplus, which means you're eating more food per day than your body is burning. This means that you will put on muscle, but you will also put on a little bit of fat. There is no way to control how your body is going to distribute that fat. Some of it is going to go to your booty, some will go to your back, your arms, your belly. If you're eating a clean, healthy diet, you are in a caloric surplus, and you have a good workout program, you will get the results you want. And don't be afraid of gaining a little bit of fat. If you have a good program, you will lose that fat eventually. If you're not vegan, chicken breast is my go-to. It's very lean, high in protein. Something else that's really high in protein is pork tenderloin. It's kind of like the chicken breast of pork. If you're a vegetarian and there are non-meat options, you can have some tofu. Gyms are on a lockdown. What's the best workouts to do at home if you don't have weights? If your goal is to be generally fit, I will recommend full body workouts. I have lots of full body workouts on my channel. Check those out. If your goal is to lose weight, I would recommend combining full body workouts with cardio workouts. If you're trying to grow your booty, check out all the booty workouts. Get on them and get your results. Don't let the gym closures slow you down. I know a lot of people that don't love working out at home. They're doing my workouts, but they're doing them outside. So if you have a backyard, maybe that's something you can do. Sushi Christelle asked this question: is it okay to work out every day, like no rest day at all, especially at this time, staying home all day? This was another question that a lot of people asked. Yes, you can work out every day. If you're doing home workouts, if you're doing a 30-minute workout every day, there is nothing wrong with that. You just have to make sure that your schedule makes sense. Don't go do only cardio 7 days a week. If you do full body on Monday, Tuesday you do upper body, Wednesday you do abs, Thursday you do lower body, Friday you do cardio, and you just have a logical, sensible schedule, there's nothing wrong with working out every day. The human body was created to move. We are supposed to be moving all the time. I'm sorry. Cannot explain that one away. Now, I don't recommend working out for 2 hours, 3 hours, or working out multiple times a day. Not because your body can't handle it. Some people can. But because to me, that's an indicator that maybe there is some other stuff going on. That's the reason I wouldn't recommend going to that extreme. Miss T-Pie, TPYE asked, what to eat before and after workouts and maintaining it throughout the day depends on your goals. And also depends on how soon after your meal you're going to be working out. If you're going to be working out about 30 minutes after your meal, I would recommend something really light and energizing. So a banana and a cup of green tea is awesome. If you are working out, say about 2 hours after your meal, then have a normal breakfast. You can have eggs with some whole grain bread, some fruit, and maybe a green smoothie. So a full-on 500, 600 calorie meal is fine because you have 2 hours before your workout. If it's maybe 45 minutes before your workout, then you can have like a smaller meal. The point of eating before a workout is just to give you energy to be able to get through the workout while still helping you to maintain your calorie goal for the day. After your workout, again, it depends. If your workout ends right before lunchtime, then just eat your normal lunch. A nice balanced meal, something like rice with chicken, a broccoli salad, and drink lots of water and you'll be good. Ooh, this is a great question. Olga RG asked, if I work out for weight loss, should I include cardio in every day of my weekly routine? If you love cardio and you want to include it every day, then yes, you can definitely include cardio. I'm not saying your whole workout should be cardio, meaning I'm not recommending that you do only cardio every single day. I'm saying as part of your overall workout. So say you're going to do sit-ups, push-ups, crunches, and then you throw in some jumping jacks in there. There's no harm in that. And also you just want to make sure that you have variety. So maybe on Monday, your cardio that you include in your routine is jumping jacks, and on Tuesday you include something that's more of a hybrid, like a burpee, and then on Wednesday you include maybe a little bit of running as part of your cardio, and then on Thursday you do something that's more low intensity cardio like walking, and then on Friday you swim. So there's no harm in having an element of cardio in your workout routine every single day. And cardio is great if you're trying to lose weight because it helps you to increase that calorie deficit that you are trying to create in order to lose weight. Scarlett says, I hate protein shake or supplements. What should I be eating post-workout? Eat a balanced meal. I've already given one example. Another great example would be something like baked sweet potatoes. You could just put a little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil on there. Bake that. If you're a fish eater, maybe you can have some baked salmon with that. Have a nice little salad on it. A lot of these supplement companies, they will have you thinking that if you don't buy their supplements, you will never see results. They're nice to have, but you don't need them. Bianca asks, can you grow glutes without heavy weights? The answer is yes, but it depends on where you are in your journey. If you are a true beginner, you have not trained glutes, then body weight exercises will have you seeing results because your body is not used to it yet. And then when your body adapts to that, add in some dumbbells. Again, you will see results because your body has not adapted to it yet. Now, if you are a professional bodybuilder that has been competing in bikini contests since you were 5, and then you want to start doing bodyweight exercises, no, you're not going to see any changes. There is no magic about weights. You also have to consider your body and where you are in your own journey. And even when you have been training with heavy weights, you can still find ways to use lighter weights to get results by increasing your reps and increasing your volume. Hey, I have an inverted triangle body shape. I want an hourglass figure. What should I do? This is a person that knows what she wants. I like her energy. Body shape is based on your bone structure. And unless you surgically modify your bone structure, I don't know of any exercise that's going to take a rectangle, triangle, inverted triangle, or any other body shape and make it into an hourglass shape. Less than 10% of women naturally have an hourglass figure. Also, a lot of these celebrities and models you see on the interwebs, they don't have an hourglass shape. That's why we all contort our bodies like this when we're posing, so that we can look like we have something we don't have. Most of us are straight up and down like that. I feel like running was making me gain muscle in my legs instead of losing fat. I also experienced that back in the day when I was running a lot. My calf muscles became monstrous, huge from running. So it might just be your genetics. So if you really love running, I wouldn't say you should give up running because of that. I would say just find ways to maybe run a little less and find other exercises that don't activate your calf muscles the way running does. Burn and Bloom asks, what is the best way to control cravings? I'm gonna give you a couple of tips. The first thing is to control the environment. And what this means is to not buy things that you know are going to set you back. I'm not going to tell you to throw stuff out, but maybe finish what you have or share it with somebody, and then don't buy more stuff. If you know that Ben & Jerry's ice cream is your vice, then finish what you have in your freezer, give some of it away, and then don't buy more. The second thing is to also control your schedule. A lot of people that struggle with cravings tend to give into temptation at night, and this is because all the self-discipline and self-control that we wake up with in the morning is gone by 7 p.m. We have nothing left. And so just having a schedule that has you sleeping earlier could be something that could help you if you're a morning person. I also have a video where I talk about reprogramming foods. I recommend looking for that video on my channel. Lydia Joe asks, how do I start doing push-ups? When I first started working out, I could not do one push-up on my knees. That is how weak I was. And now I am such a show off with my push-ups. It's very embarrassing. So how do you start? I will start by doing one push-up on your knee every day. Do that for 1 week. The following week, increase that number to 5. The following week, try your first full push-up. You're going to think you can't do it. Just try. That's how you get your first push-up. And once you can do one, just repeat that process. Do one full push-up every day for a week. The following week, up the number. And before you know it, you will be unstoppable. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, hourglowfitness.com, and I will see you in my next video.